Good morning to everyone except thin people posting side-by-side Instagram versus reality photos, forcing belly roll in the name of bravery, aka Instagram likes. Oh, I get it, belly rolls are only good if you're fat, but if you're thin and you have belly rolls because you don't really have a lot of muscle development on your stomach, then that's a bad thing. That's a bad body. But hey, if someone were to say the same thing to me, I would have to have a protest about it. But hey, since I'm a marginalized body and I've made bad decisions about my health, I get to be as hypocritical and jealous as I want. I'm not an overeater, I'm just fat. Does this post even deserve a legitimate response? I don't understand. If you're not an overeater, where did the fat come from? You weren't born 250 pounds. You had to do something in order to get that weight. Most people don't just vibe and become fat. Hi, I'm in a couple of health at every size and fat positive groups, and I'm starting to realize that I'm not really accepted there. I'm starting to come to terms that my weight is causing my health issues, and when I briefly brought it up, I got a lot of negative replies. Also, I was told I'm not big enough to really belong in the groups. Can you help me? I know you've lost over 100 pounds, and I want to leave being big behind. It's really positive that through the entire timeline I've done this show, there's more and more people coming to their senses. Seriously, the Fatlogic subreddit has a ton of posts now full of people realizing that they're a part of these health at every size groups and they're not getting any help. If anything, they're feeling worse about themselves, or they're low-key realizing that if they participate in the same lifestyle as these people, if they continue to eat and continue to delude themselves into thinking that they're beautiful and thinking that they're healthy, they're going to die. And I'm glad that these people are realizing that and actually seeking out help. It's almost like it's obvious that these groups aren't there to help you, but I get that people who are obese want to be affirmed. They want to feel good about themselves, so they join these groups full of other people who say that they're okay. But you're not. You need to be real with yourself and realize that if you continue with your lifestyle, you're not going to have a lifestyle anymore, because you're going to die. Hi, I'm really glad you reached out to me. I've been concerned about your health and weight for years now, and I never knew how to approach you about it since you were getting deeper into fat acceptance. I hope you understand that this is a lifelong change and not a quick fix. In addition, there is no right way to lose weight in a healthy way, and I hope to see you soon. And that's very true. Losing weight is very much a personal endeavor. Not everybody has the same workout routine, and that's why a lot of people who ask me what my workout routine is, I try to make it extremely general. If I made it any more detailed, a lot of you guys probably wouldn't see the same results as me. I'm keeping it general so that you can find your way to work out. Weight gain is an opportunity for your body to exhale. Let your body rise, let your thighs soften into each other, let your arms expand, to let your face relax, to place your widened hand on your cushioned chest and hear the whisper from the center, "Thank you for letting me be."
What?
Yeah, I don't know any other response that could really follow a statement like this. All this is an excuse to indulge. You don't want to change yourself, so you try to delude yourself into thinking that being bigger is healthy or being bigger makes you feel better. And I bet it does. I bet you feel good when you eat a whole pizza by yourself, plus a bunch of cookies and other just various unhealthy things in one sitting. I bet it feels good. But at the end of the day, you're shortening your lifespan, and you're hurting yourself. And to be honest, these people don't care about that. They're so short-sighted in their lifestyle, they don't even care about where they're going to be when they're 50 years old, so I'll just cut to the chase. If you are obese, you're unattractive, and people don't take you seriously. That is simply the truth. I know that's blunt, I know that sounds mean, but it's the exact truth that I wish a lot of people just accepted. I wish a lot of people just would recognize. People aren't going to take you seriously because they assume that you have no intentions of changing your lifestyle for the better. You have no intentions of being an adult and becoming healthy. People won't find you attractive for that very reason, and also, just being obese is a gross look. It's insanely grotesque to see somebody overexpand their body to gain so much unhealthy weight. I don't understand how anybody can find that attractive. And if me telling you that doesn't encourage you to lose weight, then you're a lost cause. You're so deep in the body positivity movement, so deep in health at every size that you believe these posts on the internet, you're without help at this point. I know diets can be toxic to some, but I had a mild heart attack at 22. That was super scary for me. I've been taking care of myself and embracing who I am to make myself feel better and understand my body. Sometimes diets are good for you. I'm still plus size, I'm still taking care of myself, but if I didn't, I wouldn't be here for my son. Just thought I'd share. Oh my god, get off my page. Go have a fatphobic future heart attack diet party somewhere else. From Virgie Tovar. Hasn't she appeared on this series multiple times already? And I wouldn't be surprised this would be her response to a literal person saying, hey, I'm still plus size, but I diet because I don't want to die. Now, funny enough, if this woman diets properly, she won't be plus size. And if that's the case, she'll never have to worry about, well, I'm not gonna say never, but she'll have a lower chance of having a heart attack in the future. And that's great, because she needs to be a mother. And I think this response from Virgie Tovar makes sense. She's just jealous. She's jealous that she'll never be a mom because she's so goddamn ugly. Who would her? Her face looks like someone took an angle grinder to it. She had the world's worst roll when it comes to attractiveness. She rolled a natural 1 for attractiveness. We are 80s kids. We didn't bring organic turkey on sprouted bread with spring water to school. We brought bologna sandwiches, cheese balls, and Kool-Aid for our lunch. And it didn't hurt us. Our moms didn't give us filtered water to drink. We drank water from the hose. It didn't hurt us. 80s kids are tougher than today's kids. Bruh, no, I'm a dietitian and this is nonsense. I'm an 80s kid too, and I ate processed meat on white bread every day too, and snacks were chips or cookies. And we always had soda in the fridge. And guess what this did to me? It denied me the opportunity to value a good nutrition as a result. I had to work very hard in adulthood to lose the weight and get my health back. Millennials have the highest obesity rate of any generation. Just because we survived doesn't mean it didn't hurt us. Our generation's full of people who have diabetes, heart disease, PCOS, and fatty liver disease because of being fat. Our generation has sadly largely passed on these bad eating habits to our kids, and childhood obesity has skyrocketed. So yeah, God forbid moms like me take care in the lunch I send with my son to school. God forbid he doesn't get Kool-Aid or soda except on rare special occasions. It's our responsibility to break the cycle of obesity and give our kids a fighting chance. So please stop sharing this BS and take some responsibility as a parent. And while you're at it, be really honest with what your upbringing did to you. Surviving is a pretty low bar to set. Hello, fellow fats. What's something that not explicitly anti-fat, but you experience as anti-fatness? In my case, it's when my thin friends only seem to want to process their body insecurities with you, their fattest friend, talking to you at length about food addiction, etc. Oh my gosh, I totally get it. In my case, I've noticed that people feel really entitled to my time and help. I get approached a lot with people asking for directions where something is, if I know which train someone needs to take to get to X, etc. How the fuck is either example anti-fatness? Maybe the first one, but even then, that just sounds like you have friends who confide in you and are making the proper assumption that your obesity is a product of an eating disorder, and they're asking you for advice. They want to know what your experiences are because you're clearly experiencing something. It truly throws me off that these people think that society both loves them and hates them too much. What do you want? You want us to ignore you? Oh no, don't ignore us. We're pretty too. Put us on the Cosmo magazines. But don't fetishize us or don't think that we're pretty because we're not a body type. What do you want? It seriously seems, and is pretty apparent, that at the end of the day, you guys just want a reason to complain about your bodies and point at thin women and be mad at them for being attractive. I seriously dislike this whole if you weigh too much, just ask your doctor about weight loss surgery. If you don't make any effort to eat healthy, wouldn't you just gain your weight back? Wow, excuse me, there is no too much, because all bodies are good bodies and you're valid regardless of weight or size. Oh, okay, but no, you're 100% wrong. You can be thin and unhealthy, yes, but you cannot be obese and healthy. This is scientifically proven. Obesity is one of the biggest underlying health concerns in the world. Do some research. Attached images from the CDC. Stop with the nonsense. CDC, what could the article even say? Consequences of obesity. Health consequences. Reminder that your before body is someone's present or future body, which they already love or are attempting to get along with. So please cease and desist with the before and afters. These are the worst type of posts because it's not even political, it's not even really social, it's just that they feel bad. These people seriously loathe seeing others get out of the state that they're in. People who work out make it really obvious that it's easy to lose weight and it's approachable for anyone, really shattering their ideology and all of their delusions. I mean, seriously, you can apply this logic to anything and anyone who's jealous of anyone else's success. Oh, if I post that I got a new house. Oh, your previous house is somebody's future house or present house. Please cease and desist with the before and afters because somebody who's poor might feel bad that you're doing well. It's stupid logic. If you want to feel good about yourself, do something about it. And that's why I love making this series, because so many of you guys contact me telling me all of your great stories about growth or asking for advice, and I love that because you're taking your life into your own hands. You're making the decision to change something on your own. You're solving your own problems, and it's truly sad that those who really take personal responsibility and go out of their way to change their bodies, like many of you who are watching this video and many of you who have contacted me in the past, you're doing something that most people just cannot. Most people who don't have the maturity or emotional IQ to handle that. So keep up the great work and keep being great. That's the whole point. Because when you do something like this, when you change your body in such a positive way, other things a part of your life will change. You'll apply that same level of perseverance, that same level of follow through to other facets of your life. And sooner or later, you'll become Tony Stark. If you're under your biologically appropriate weight, you're underweight, no matter what your BMI number is. What? Biologically appropriate weight equals the weight range that your body settles in within the absence of eating disorder behaviors, restricting, binging, purging, fasting, dieting, and compensatory exercise, etc. Alright, I've read enough. You literally just said exercise, dieting, and fasting, and restricting are eating disorder behaviors. Binging and purging, definitely those are eating disorder behaviors. But what I just said before that are regular dieting methods. And funny enough, overeating isn't one of your eating disorder behaviors that you wrote down onto this Instagram post. You didn't put that there. I wonder why you didn't. It doesn't surprise me, but I just wonder, maybe after all of these episodes, I still haven't realized why you guys won't recognize overeating as a eating disorder. Maybe it just hasn't hit my brain yet. It's ridiculous how transparent these posts have really become. If you're under your biological appropriate weight, what is that? That's not a number. That's a feeling. It's just another tool, another ideological tool for you guys to, be 400 pounds and say that you're healthy. And give you the license to be mean and exclusionatory to all those who look better than you. To be mean and rude and crass and foul to women who've lost weight, to women who've gone out of their way to be pretty, because you aren't. You're just mad that you're a degenerate and you don't want to change anything about it. I hate that weight gain is seen as not looking after yourself, when for a lot of people it's a sign that we're enjoying food, maybe seeing some friends more, maybe going out more, maybe just letting go of societal standards for a bit. Weight gain can be from happy changes too. You smell that? I smell cope. I smell a whole lot of cope. Because this sounds like you're trying to retroactively find reasons to be fat. It seems like you're trying to find all sorts of different positive reasons to be fat, because we all know that the real reason why you're obese is because of something negative. You're coping for something. Something happened in your life where you looked at food and thought, that's a better situation than going to get some actual mental help. So yeah, you can continue to delude yourself into thinking that you're only being fat to, go against societal standards, but in reality, you're hurting yourself even more, because society really doesn't bend. So at the end of the day, your societal, rebellion is leaving you even more lonely, encouraging you to eat more and continuing this negative feedback loop of obesity. Now, if you want to stop that, you can just lose weight, but I understand that's difficult for people who really, really like to lie to themselves. Oh my gosh, when will it stop? I didn't know there was such an issue with before and after pictures. You're just upset that you'll never be the person that you're seeing online. You're just mad that they're doing something that you refuse to do, something that is extremely easy, something that everybody can do, but you refuse to do it. You wanna know why? I've already said it. It's because you don't want to. It's simply because you'd just rather be degenerate and unhealthy, and specifically, you'd rather not challenge yourself. But hey, I guess it's easier to make infographics online encouraging people to not post, before and after pics to save your emotions instead of actually changing your life for the better. Okay everyone, we all know that dieting isn't just problematic because it makes you miserable. It's also problematic because how the hell are you supposed to treat someone with dignity and respect if you're torturing yourself so that you don't wake up one day looking like them, if they look like your greatest fear? It's funny because the people who post stuff like this saying that, oh man, people who diet, they're trying to run away from me. You're almost getting it. You're almost noticing that there is something wrong with your body, so much so that people are willing to eat salads every day. In all seriousness though, I've already said it multiple times and I'm gonna keep saying it because I don't understand why there's a controversy around dieting. Dieting is not problematic in any capacity. It's just meant to regulate calorie intake. That's it. And it's threatening to these people because it shows that those who are consistently dieting have more willpower and constitution than those who are making posts like this. They have the means and the self-control to stop themselves from eating food that's going to shorten their life. They're better than you. People who diet are better than people who don't and are obese, because if you're obese, you have no self-control. I'll say it again for everybody in the back. If you're obese and not dieting, people who are dieting to get away from your obesity are better than you because they have the ability to deny gratification. They have the ability to regulate themselves. You do not. So they are better than you. BMI is just a modern tool to control and manipulate uncivilized bodies. That's a new one. I have never heard of this one. Uncivilized bodies. I have never heard anybody use that term before, and it doesn't even make sense because you can be easily civil and obese. The only problem with obese people is that they're hurting themselves and trying to convince society that they're attractive. That's my only issues with them. Obese people can easily be just as civil as me and as anybody else. They can follow the law. They can participate in society. They just are fat. That's the only issue. So where'd you get this uncivilized body idea from? I've never heard anybody say that before. I am so disgusted how every little single video has any amount of positivity for fat people or explains that fat phobia exists. There'll be 400 likes and imagine if that was the case for any. You're not even a minority, though. You're not even a minority. In the United States, the majority of us are obese. What you mean? What you mean? And yeah, when someone makes a video about fat positivity or body positivity, of course it's gonna get ratioed. Who has the time? Who has the patience? Who has the emotions to care anymore? Nobody cares about your plights because everybody understands that you can lose weight. It's beginning to get on my nerves, or it already has essentially, that these people think that they're entitled to society liking them. No. When people look at you, they see a mess. They see somebody who's probably going to die in 20 years. They see somebody who's really unattractive. They see someone who has no control over their own life. That's what we see. And you're not deserving of any praise. No one is out here clapping up obese people. We just don't do that here, and I'm glad that we don't. I'm glad that we all understand that fat people are unhealthy and unattractive. And yes, when there is a video about fat positivity or the health at every size movement, of course it's going to get ratioed. Like I said, it just happens. No one's trying to support your movement. Fat people existing wouldn't be a federally claimed obesity epidemic if America wasn't rooted in white supremacy. Yeah, damn white people and their, obesity epidemic. I don't know if these people are running out of reasons to hate white people or just coming up with reasons on the fly, but like, no joke, I would not be surprised if these people said that their high blood pressure is the result of white supremacy. Oh my god, I am so sick of these fitness bros without a nutrition degree promoting disordered eating and commenting on my anti-diet and body positive TikTok. Go away!
No.
Okay, so I just read the reviews for the dumbbell anime, and honestly, screw you. I know it's a fitness anime, but the fact that calorie count appears every time she eats is disgusting. Blonde girl isn't even fat, 120 pounds isn't even close to fat. The staff even made her skinnier than the manga. God forbid someone makes a fitness anime that's supposed to encourage you to lose weight and also make you cognizant of the calorie count of all of your food. Oh my god, that's so terrible. It's so terrible. Oh lord. Oh. In all seriousness, how does this TV show hurt you? It's promoting a positive lifestyle. It's promoting weight loss. That's the point. You're just mad because you can't do that. And that's sad. Do you not realize how sad that is? You'd rather just clown on the show instead of changing your life, or maybe even following the directions that the show is promoting. You can do it. I don't want you to be obese. I don't want you to be unhealthy. Just lose some weight. Join the rest of us. Trust me, we just want you to stay alive. And that's all I want. I just want you to understand that being obese is bad. Just lose some weight and be happy like the rest of us. Pants don't fit? No problem. Throw them in the trash, set them alight, and remember that you are worth so much more than a clothing size. I wouldn't say don't feel bad and then burn the clothes, but what I would recommend is that if you don't fit the clothes that you want to wear, use that as encouragement to lose weight. That's how you turn negative feelings into positive ones, and in a healthy and productive way. Burning your clothes and lying to yourself saying that you're pretty regardless is not healthy. And the sad thing is, the people who act like this recognize that too. They recognize that them throwing away the clothes is a whole lot easier than actually changing their life. Oh my god, your baby's obese. Why would you do that? How is that not child abuse? For everyone judging my daughter, worry about your own weight before you worry about my child's. No, because your kid might die. What's wrong with you? You are an awful mother. Obese isn't a real idea, and you should stop using it. No, I I don't think so. I think we're gonna continue to use it, you fucking stupid bitch. So I'm at my parents' house watching a Seahawks game, and a commercial came on for This Is Us, and my mom was like, oh, did you hear about Kate? She lost a lot of weight. And I was like, we don't care, we don't care, we don't care. And she was like, yeah, but honey, she looked, and I was like, nope, no, we're not doing that. We have no idea what she goes on between her and her doctor. She could be completely healthy. We are not subscribing to the Fat Phobia Heritage Medical American Society, okay? People can be healthy at any size. Thank you. Imagine sitting next to that whale in training and seeing her lose her mind because you had the audacity to bring up that a character on a show that she liked lost weight. That had to be a sight to behold. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ailurus, aka Panda Daddy, and I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, let me know in the comments down below, and leave a like if you liked the video, and if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe, fam. What you doing watching videos and not subscribing? And if you're old, make sure you hit that bell to get these notifications every time. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I wanted to make sure that it was entertaining and informative and full of all the energy that we want in a Fatlogic video, so I hope you enjoyed that. And as always, we gotta thank the Patreon supporters, so thank you to Destroyer, Emily R, Trey, Muffy Luhu, Brody Gilbert, Noah, Sir Teacup, Trenton Golden, Vermont, Ethan, John Robinson, Eva, Arolina, Catherine Taylor, Arjen, PixieArt5, Hannah, Keith Myers, Will Billy, Dustin, and Hostmar. Thank you so much for your support. It is greatly appreciated. If you want to support the channel in any way, there's 2 links in the description. One to my merch store and one to my Patreon. Both funds go directly into the channel so we can maintain what's happening here. And as always, stay zesty.